All right, let's call this meeting to order. First thing, roll call, possible
Ambrosio
excuse.
Hernandez,
Here?
Commissioner Lázaro Guajardo,
Present.
Commissioner Bobby Carrillo,
Here.
Commissioner Ramiro Caballero,
Present.
Commissioner Daniel Chavez,
Here.
Commissioner Ricardo Medina,
Present.
and Commissioner Itza Flores.
Present.
Thank you.
Okay. Next, we have pledge allegiance.
Luis, come on up.
Let us pray. Thank you, Lord, for giving us the brand new year ahead. Help us live the way we should as each new day we tread. Give us strength and courage so a shoulder we may lend. The year ahead is empty. Help us fill it with good, positive things. Each new day filled with optimism, wisdom, and happiness it brings. Amen.
Amen.
Hilda, anybody sign up for testimony? No? All right. In accordance to section 551.071 to 551.087 of the Texas Government Code, the Pharr Board of Commission hereby gives notice it is convening its executive session to discuss the items listed in the public portion of the meeting agenda, the time now being 4:03. Thank you. We're back. The time is 5:02. We're going to go to order. The first, under regular agenda, open session, administrative, 6A, consideration and action of any an appointment of interim city manager. I need a motion and a name.
So moved. Second.
We're appointing whom?
Wiley. Ed Wiley.
Okay, that's,
Patricia.
I second it. And any discussion? Was all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. You're appointed, sir. Take over.
Thank you, Commissioner, Mayor. Back to the regular agenda. Item number 3, city manager reports. There's the city engineer's reports in your packet. Omar's in the audience if y'all have any questions.
Where is he?
Right there.
Oh, sorry. I saw they're pouring concrete on Moore Road, that drain, so, or is it safe to say that is that a Pharr drain?
Yes, that is a Pharr drainage
Okay.
canal.
Are they all gonna be made that way now, from now on, throughout the city? They're gonna have that concrete thing?
Part of our standards to have that concrete riprap protection along the
Yes, that.
ends of the canals.
And just so you know, our Ila, the city manager, I tasked her with using the drone, take photos of all of the drains systems in the city of Pharr, outlining them alphabetically, and giving them to us, the commission, so we know which belongs to us, the county, and the irrigation district. And also on a monthly basis, she'll be sending it up to make sure that they're kept clean of debris. So just so you can tell your people that they need to make sure everything's always clean and not hindering any flow. Okay?
Excuse me real quick.
Yes, sir.
Is that gonna be parks or is that gonna be utilities?
Well, typically that's public works.
Public works. It's
Yes.
gonna be public. You guys are gonna be in charge because I know
Oh, sorry.
you sent some people over because they were gonna be doing some cleaning. So I just wanna make sure that we're on the same page.
Public Works is gonna be doing the dredging of the flow lines on the ditches, and Parks gonna be maintaining or mowing the side slopes and the access roadways.
Of the ditches. Okay.
Thank you, Pilar.
That's why I just wanted to make.
Thank you, Omar.
Sure.
Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Good. Okay, thank you. City events of interest, have 3 quick things for y'all. One, Randy Rogers Band coming this Saturday, January 10th. Also, we have South Texas Wrestle Fest coming January 11th to the event center. And our biggest thing is we have January 16th is the Pharr birthday celebration from 5 to 9 p.m. at the Pharr Event Center. So we encourage y'all to go. Some of the commissioners will be there, city staff will be there, and we'll be having City Hall on call also.
January 16th.
January 16th, yes, sir, Thursday, 5 to 9 p.m.
Got it.
Next, we're gonna go to the consent agenda. There's 2 items on consent agenda, routine, non-controversial. Staff's recommend approval of both.
All right. Is there a motion?
Second.
Second, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Thank you. 5, ordinances and resolution. 5A, consideration action, if any, on ordinance amending ordinance number 2017-35 to adopt a new and updated personal policy manual Yes, sir, we do this every year to update the manual to comply with new laws and ordinances the city commission passes. It's a routine. Staff is recommending approval.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes. Thank you.
Thank you. Item 5B, consideration action, if any, on resolution authorizing submission of Governor's Community Achievement Awards. It's for Public Works. Yes, sir, we have a close window to apply. It's through the Keep Texas Beautiful branch of the Governor's Office. It is a non-matching grant. It's a full grant to us. We don't have to match anything. Max is $270,000. We want the authority to go ahead and apply, although we are still evaluating what we're gonna apply for. We should have that answer this week, right, Pilar? Yeah.
Move
So there's a
for
real
approval.
short window, just a week or two to apply.
Second.
For a first and a second, did you get either? Okay, any discussion on the item? Otherwise, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Thank you. We'll jump to item 6B, consideration action, if any, on waiving green and cart fees for the Joey Gonzalez Golf Tournament to be held Saturday, March 28th, 2020.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Thank you. 5C, consultation with the Commission on possible City Hall renovations. This one was taken up already in executive session due to security measures, no action required. 7A, consideration and action, if any, authorizing city manager to award supply contract for the purchase and delivery of active wear for the fire department. Yes, sir, we went out for bids for active wear. This is their shirts, pants, boots, all that. We had one printer come in. It is Printex Express out of Pharr. It's the amount of $8,046.20. It'll be
So
for
moved.
the year.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Thank you. Item 7B, consideration action, if any, authorizing city manager to award supply contracts for the purchase and delivery of personal protective gear for the fire department to multiple vendors. We went out for bids also. This is all their PP&E, personal protective equipment, helmets, gloves, bunker gear, boots, all that. To get the biggest bang for our buck, we divided it up. So it's gonna be Casco Industries, Delta Industries, and North American Fire for the award. Staff's recommend approval.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Thank you. 7C, consideration action, if any, authorizing city manager to award a purchase contract for the purchase and installation of 2 breathing air compressors for the fire department. Yes, sir, every station has a compressor to refill the scuba tanks, the self-contained breathing apparatus the fire department uses to fight fires. This is gonna be, we went out for bids to Survival Air Systems out of Clute, Texas, the amount of $103,906.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. Thank you.
Thank you. 7D, consideration action, if any, authorizing city manager to award purchase contract for the equipment and services of remote monitoring lift station 6, 7, 10, 14, 26, 30, and 50 through municipal pump and control. Yes, sir, we went out for bids also. This company currently has our service, or we have service with them right now. They're the best bang for our buck. We have no complaints. The systems we're getting are mobile. In case we shut down lift station, something happens, we can move to another lift station.
Okay.
We're recommending the approval to municipal pump and control in the amount of $76,000.
So moved.
Second.
Is this one of those buy board things that you guys do, or how does this?
No, sir, this was the sole source that we already have right now. That's
Oh,
why we went
okay.
with them.
All right, sir. Any further discussion? Was all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Thank you. 7E, consideration action, if any, authorizing city manager to award a purchase contract for the Trojan System UV 3000 lights for the from Newman Regency Group. Yes, sir, we went out for proposals also. This was the sole source that we have here in Texas. The UV lights, this is part of the disinfection of the water at the wastewater treatment plant. So we're looking at awarding to Newman Regency Group out of Stanford, Texas.
Move for approval. Second.
Second, okay. Medina, any discussion? Was all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Thank you. 7F, consideration action, if any, authorizing city manager to award contract for a 2019 Freightliner. It's a Vector truck out of Houston Freightliner Incorporated through the HGAC contract. This is the Houston Galveston Area Council of Governments. This is a state bid already. This is a Vector truck to clear clogs in our sewer lines and stuff like that. It's in the amount of $285,926.94. Staff's recommended approval.
Second. A question on that.
Yes, sir.
How come there's only one bid? Is there nobody else that sells this type of equipment?
This was not a bid. This was already state bid. It was already pre-bid. HGAC, Houston Galveston Area Council of Governments. There is other companies that have them, but this was the best one that was spec'd out to our needs.
Okay.
Can you
Thank
explain to the people what that means versus
Yes, sir.
I bidding for an open bid?
Yes, the Houston Galveston Area Council is one of the pre-bid state, agencies. They go out there, they do the work for the city, instead of us going and soliciting bids from different, they do it for cities. So they're already pre-bid, they're already vetted, they're already taken care of. All we gotta do is there's pick and choose what options we want, and we can order our materials, whatever it is.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
thank you. Any further discussion? That was all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Thank you. 7G, consideration action, if any, authorizing city manager to award a purchase contract for a backhoe loader cab from Doggett Heavy Machinery. Yes, sir, this is to pick up the sludge and the drying beds at the sewer plant. We did obtain quotes. The best quote we got was $75,000 from Doggett Heavy Machinery. Staff is recommend approval.
Move for approval.
Second.
Any discussion? That was all in favor? Opposed? It passes.
Thank you. 7H, consideration action, if any, authorizing city manager to award a purchase contract for the purchase of 100 computers and 15 display monitors to Southern Computer Warehouse, the DIR TSO 4159. Yes, sir, just as we previously discussed, the Vector truck is through HJC. This is another state bid. This is a DIR state bid option. This is already pre-bid. Staff is recommend approval in the amount of $66,289.25.
Okay.
So moved.
Second.
Chavez, any discussion?
Yeah, I kind of have a question
Yes,
for the
Commissioner.
director. What are we gonna do with the old computers?
Sir.
Hello, Commissioners. Jose Peña, Director of IT. Right now, we've been inventorying them, so we do have to go through a process of removing all the hard drives, since none of our data can be exposed to other agencies. So we expose all the hard drives, and we have a storage container at Public Works. What I'm trying to build up as I get this replacement of, it's 100 computers, 85 are for city use, and 15 are actually for the library, the second floor. That was, didn't get replaced last year. But yeah, once we have them all in inventory, we're gonna assign them to either try to get, there's vendors that resell products, and they give you quotes for the inventories you have. But we're gonna look at that option, or otherwise we can entertain any other idea. I believe over a year ago, we donated some to the EDC, which then worked with PSJA on raffling them for low-income families. But, I mean, there's many things we can
Go that route.
go that route.
Yeah.
We can do that.
But the hard drives, how are you gonna secure that so we make sure that
The
we
hard
won't get
drives,
any information out there so that?
Right, all the hard drives are actually
They
physically
take 'em out
pulled.
and they replace
There
them.
is no hard drive on the computers,
Just
and
show
we store those. We still have them,
Okay. so
and we
there's
haven't
no
destroyed any, but they're in
a risk
our
for
possession.
anybody getting information then?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Any further discussion? I was all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Thank you. 7I, consideration action, if any, authorizing city manager to award proposal to and enter into a contract for capital lease financing for fiscal year 2019-2020. Yes, Mayor Commissioners, every year we do finance for our capital outlays. All the items y'all just approved, the Vector truck, the bunker gear, everything is through finance. We did go out for proposals. We had Frost and Bank of America. Bank of America came in at the lowest interest rate. We're gonna finance $3.7 million this year. Staff is recommend approval.
All right.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Opposed? It passes.
Thank you. 8, agreements and contracts. 8A, consideration action, if any, authorizing city manager to amend contract with the Warren Group in the amount of $12,600 for additional professional architectural services for the International Bridge Facility expansion and renovations. Yes, sir, in the demolition of the old facility, they exposed some ductwork that was there that needed to be updated. The ductwork, and to include a gas generator that's Lisa's been trying to get for a couple of years now, to design that also. It's additional scope of work in the amount of $12,600. Staff is recommending approval.
Just real quick.
I got one abstention.
We have one abstention.
Okay, no
Commissioner.
problem.
I have a
So moved.
Yes,
comment.
Commissioner.
How do we know it's 12,600 if we don't know how much we're gonna pay for it?
No, this
I
is
thought it
the,
was a percentage of whatever the cost is.
they have the cost estimates already.
Oh, they have
Yes,
it?
sir.
Oh, okay, because it doesn't have it here, so.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Just make sure you provide it to him.
Yes, sir. We'll send it to you.
Any further discussion? We had a motion by Bobby, I'm seconding it. Any further discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Thank you. 8B, consideration action, if any, authorizing city manager to amend the agreement with a construction manager at risk for the downtown park project. Yes, sir, the architect's cost estimates was $2.1 million for the park. If you remember, we started off at about $500,000 for the north side park, then we added the south side park. We had not amended the construction manager's agreement because we hadn't, his is also percentage. So until we went out for bids, then we amended the contract. So the bid came out at $481,105.56.
Move for
That
approval.
should finalize the downtown park.
Is there a second? Yes. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Thank you. 8C, consideration action, if any, authorizing the city manager to award contract in the amount of $299,212.24 for the Jones Box Park Utility Phase 2 Improvement Project. Yes, sir, this is the last phase. This is the westerly, about 20 acres of the park. This includes all the utilities, another bathroom, and the natatorium out there. Not natatorium,
Natatorium.
natatorium, it's amphitheater, I'm sorry.
Amphitheater.
And the amphitheater.
Oh, that's right. the
I'm like,
amphitheater.
yeah.
This project is only for the utilities.
Yes, sir.
But it's gonna take up,
Water, sewer, and drainage.
Yeah,
And
all
we're
that.
gonna move forward with the full-blown phase 2 after we do this utility project. So
but this is for the last phase of the park,
For the
yes.
utility. Great. And when is the amphitheater gonna be up?
we got the 90% set of plans, so by February, we should be going out for bids on the amphitheater and the trail. So-
Great.
And
Okay.
this project is being funded with CDBG grant, the
That's right.
utility project.
Yes. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Omar. Staff recommend approval.
Okay.
Move to approve.
Second.
And
I have
this-
a comment on that, I
Yes,
told you,
Commissioner.
the typo, make sure
Yes, sir.
that you
We'll-
correct
we'll-
it.
Yeah,
Let's have
so,
a typo in here.
yes, sir, if it was 272, I think you said?
No,
Two ninety-nine.
The
299.
bid is 299, but it's,
Yeah.
on this thing, it says 297, so just make sure.
Yeah,
you
so that's
correct
why I
that.
was saying we recommend the 299. If it's
Yeah.
297, we won't have a problem either way.
Okay.
We'll clarify it.
But the,
We won't have to bring it down again.
Yes, sir.
Any further discussion? I was all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Sir, 9A is legal, already been taken care of in executive.
All right.
And that concludes the meeting.
Your
motion to
for-
adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. We're adjourned 5:18. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.